Welcome to today's Explainer. We're jumping right in today to unlock one of the absolute biggest mysteries in the English language, and that's the present tense. Listen, if you've ever found yourself pausing mid-sentence, just totally freezing up wondering if you should use the simple or continuous form, well, you're in exactly the right place.
Be honest with me for a second. Do you get confused about when to use simple versus continuous tenses? Because if you're nodding your head right now, trust me, you are completely normal. It's literally a universal struggle for English learners. But don't worry, because by the end of this explainer, you're going to have the exact tools you need so you literally never have to guess again.
So let's dive into what I like to call the grammar golden rule. Seriously, this is your master key to the whole shebang. Think of it like a giant puzzle, right? On one side, we have simple tenses. Think of these as your anchors. They're all about facts, daily habits, and permanent truths. Then, on the flip side, we have continuous tenses. These are all about motion and time, actions that are currently in progress, temporary things, or stuff happening at this exact fleeting moment. So just keep this mental split in your head. Permanent reality on one side, temporary action on the other.
Okay, let's look at the present simple, routines and facts.
So the present simple is essentially the foundation for our reality. We use it for actions you do repeatedly, your habits, or for facts that just don't change. It describes the way the world generally is. So when we're talking about daily schedules, the laws of nature, or just reliable everyday truths, this is absolutely the tense you're going to reach for.
Now, here's a really fun fact. English actually relies on its continuous tenses way more heavily than a lot of other languages, which is exactly why this split gets so tricky. Linguists like to call these frequency adverbs, but honestly, I want you to just think of them as your grammatical cheat codes. Words like always, usually, often, sometimes, never, and every day. These are basically flashing neon signs pointing you straight to the present simple tense. If an action happens often or every day, it's a habit. Therefore, present simple.
Let's look at a real-world example of this. I drink coffee every morning. Notice how we're using the simple base verb drink. Why? Well, it's all because of that phrase, every morning. That right there is your clue word. It proves this is a repeated routine. It's a general truth about my lifestyle. I did it yesterday, I did it today, and yeah, I'll definitely do it tomorrow.
And then we have this one, which brilliantly illustrates the other side of the present simple, unchanging facts. Water boils at 100 degrees. This is a scientific fact, plain and simple. It doesn't just happen today, it happened 100 years ago, and it's going to happen 100 years from now. Because it's a permanent truth about the universe, it absolutely demands the present simple tense. We don't say water is boiling at 100 degrees as a general rule, we just say it boils.
All right, let's shift gears now to the present continuous, happening right now.
So for this one, the present continuous is formed by using am, is, or are, plus a verb ending in ing. We use this when we really want to zoom in on a temporary action that is actively unfolding right in front of us. It has a beginning and it's going to have an end, but right this very second, it is actively in motion.
And just like our last tense, this one comes with its own set of cheat codes. Words like now, right now, at the moment, currently, look, and listen. You definitely want to memorize these because they are immediate, undeniable signals that an action is currently in progress. If you say at the moment, you're basically boxing the action into this one specific sliver of time, which means you absolutely need that ing continuous form.
Let's actually compare this directly to our earlier example. I am drinking coffee right now. Do you see how adding the words right now completely shifts the reality? We aren't talking about a daily habit anymore. We're talking about an immediate, active, temporary action. The coffee cup is literally in my hand as I speak to you, so it demands am drinking instead of just drink.
Here's another really great example. Please be quiet, the baby is sleeping. Notice that built-in context right at the beginning? If someone is urgently asking you to be quiet, an action is happening at this exact, delicate moment that shouldn't be disturbed. It proves the action of the baby sleeping is actively in progress right now, therefore, is sleeping.
Okay, practice exercise, test your skills. Let's kick the energy up a notch and put this knowledge to the test in a rapid-fire round. Let's see how quickly you can spot those cheat codes.
Challenge number 1. She is reading a book right now. Take a close look and scan the sentence for that hidden signal we talked about. Got it? Lock in your choice.
And the answer is reading. Did you spot it? The clue phrase there is right now. As we just discussed, right now anchors the action to this exact specific second in time. It's an action in progress, so we absolutely must use the continuous tense. She is reading.
Really great job if you caught that one.
All right, let's move right along to challenge number 2. They usually eat or are eating dinner at 7 p.m. Read it through carefully. Think about our 2 categories. Is this a temporary action happening right this second, or is this more of a broader habit? Can you find the cheat code in this dinner scenario?
The correct answer is eat, the present simple. Why? Because of that magic word, usually. Usually is your signal for a routine, a repeated habit. It describes what generally happens on a typical day. And because it's a habit, the present simple is literally the only way to go.
Okay, here it is, your final challenge. Look, the bus comes or is coming. I want you to pay very close attention to the urgency of that very first word in the sentence. What is it asking you to do, and what does that imply about the action of the bus? Go ahead and lock in your answer.
And the answer is coming. The word look is an imperative command, meaning it's demanding your attention right this very second. The bus is actively in motion heading towards you, so it absolutely requires the continuous tense. Nailed it.
So, what does this all mean? Well, we've officially decoded the golden rule together, and you now have the tools to navigate the present tense with absolute confidence. But hey, I really don't want the learning to stop just because this explainer is ending. I want to leave you with a bit of a challenge. Look around your room right now. What is happening right now? Maybe a fan is spinning, or a computer is humming. And then think what happens every day. Maybe the sun shines through a specific window. Try applying this golden rule to your immediate surroundings. Keep noticing those clue words out in the wild, and I will see you in our next explainer.